everybody, Crystal Beaudry here with Crystal's Clean Kitchen. So every January especially, I love to do episodes that are focusing on appetizers because there's tons of football parties and the Super Bowl party coming up, and we all love having a large spread of appetizers, and if they're healthier and healthier options, you guys, it's going to be so good. So if you haven't checked out my playlist on appetizers, make sure to go do that because there's a ton of really good options for you to choose from. Well, in today's episode, we're going to be making a keto-approved, low-carb friendly, cheesy sausage balls. Now, the majority of this recipe can be done ahead of time. You can put it in the refrigerator, and then closer to the arrival of your guests, you can roll out the balls, put it in the oven, and have them all fresh and ready to go. You guys, this recipe is super easy. It will only take you a couple of minutes, and it's delicious. Well, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. Here's all the ingredients that you are going to need. We are going to start with 1 pound of some sausage. Now, I bought sausage that had no sugar in it at all. I made sure to double check because a lot of times they like to sneak sugar in to your sausage, so just be mindful about that. Then we're going to do 4.5 tablespoons of some grass-fed butter, 2 tablespoons of some sour cream, 2 cups of shredded cheese. I also bought local cheese, which I think makes it taste even better. 1/3 cup of some coconut flour. We're going to need 4 eggs, 1/2 teaspoon of some salt. Now, I personally love Celtic sea salt. It is one of the best salts out there that you can buy. It has 82 minerals in it. So check it out. I'll link it down below. I just got it from Amazon, and it's so good for you. And then I have my baking powder. You're just going to need 1/4 teaspoon of some baking powder. So we're going to start by cooking our sausage. I have it on medium heat, and as it cooks, you just want to make sure that you're going to get it into smaller pieces. A lot of people do it raw, and you totally can do that. However, the reason why I'm going to be cooking it is because I'm going to be able to get some of the grease out of there before I bake it in the oven, which will be a little easier in the long run. Next, I'm going to take and melt my butter. Now you want it to melt completely, and then you want to cool it down completely so that it doesn't cook the eggs when we add it into the eggs. So I'm letting the butter cool down. I'm going to start to shred my cheese. Now, shredded cheese is so much better for you and also better tasting if you just shred it yourself. I know it took me a long time to realize that store-bought and shredded cheese is actually coated with cellulose. Now, cellulose is kind of like sawdust, so you can imagine that it makes the melting just completely different. When you do it yourself, not only is it cheaper, but it tastes better and it's way healthier for you. So you need 2 cups of shredded cheese. I think it's so funny that it took me so long to learn about how shredded cheese was coated with cellulose. I know people were commenting on a video that I made like a year ago saying, oh, why didn't you shred your cheese? Because I just learned it recently. Well, not recently, but maybe like 8 months ago. But you guys, what is something that you have found out maybe during cooking that you were like, wow, I totally didn't realize that before? Let me know in the comments below because it's so interesting to always learn new things. And I want to hear what you guys have learned just in case maybe I don't know it. So the sausage is looking great. I took it off the stove. I'm going to let it completely cool down. And then I also got all the grease out of the bottom of there. And man, there was so much grease. So I'm glad that we did it this way. All right, so we've added our 4 eggs. Hannah, why don't you start whisking that? Then we're going to add in our 4.5 tablespoons of some butter. Now, my kids actually got home from school early because they had half day today.
Yay.
So that's so exciting.
Guess enough for hot ones.
All right.
I do.
Half of this. Good job, Hannah, honey. Okay. That butter was nice and cooled.
You hot?
Okay, you can still do that. Okay, now we need to add in 2 tablespoons of some sour cream.
Goodbye, sour cream.
Okay, then I'm going to add in my 1/4 teaspoon of some baking powder. All right.
Now that says salt.
No, this is coconut flour.
No.
You want to add this in for me? Good job. All right, we're going to mix this all up. Why don't you throw in the cheesy cheese? All right.
Wow.
Let's mix it together. Okay, Hannah, you mix this, and then I'm gonna add in the meat. Now my sausage I let cool down a ton.
I like sausages.
You like sausage?
Yeah.
It is good.
You see more now.
Now that we have it all combined, I'm going to use my hands just to
Why?
combine it a little bit more. As I'm going to be working with it, I'm going to also be trying to cut up the sausage as tiny as I can too.
I know how to do it too.
You do? I'm going to just mix it all together.
You're strong.
I'm strong. All right, so now that I have combined it successfully, we are going to put it in the refrigerator for about 10 or 15 minutes, and it's going to kind of solidify more and make it easier to make into balls. So I pulled this out of the refrigerator. I'm just going to form it into balls. Now, the good thing about putting this in the refrigerator also is that it is going to give the coconut flour a chance to absorb better. You could, of course, use a cookie scoop. That would work also. And then I'm going to be putting this in the oven at 365 degrees for about 15 to 18 minutes. You don't want to overcook them, so be careful with that. Ooh, I cannot wait for these to be done. They already smell so good. There you go, 365 degrees for about 15 to 18 minutes. All right, I just took them out of the oven. They are still hot, obviously. I'm going to let them cool down. They were sizzling a little bit, and I can't wait to try them. All right, you guys, so we pulled it out of the oven. We let it cool down a bit, and now it's time for a taste test. Yes. Let's do this.
Wow. That's like one of the best appetizers I've ever seen you
That's
make.
real good. All right, thank you so much for watching. Now, don't forget to go on my playlist for appetizers and check out all of those recipes because there is a ton more. And of course, go Vikings!
Woohoo!
Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for some more great recipes. We'll see you next time.
Bye.